In this video, I'll be talking about generative pages in Microsoft Power Apps. Now, pages basically generates the pages in a model-driven app by using natural language. Now, in a model-driven app, earlier when we need to create a page in a model-driven app, we used to click on new page and then we need to actually specify what the content of that page should be. The content can be a table, it can be a dashboard, or it can be a custom page as well. Now, with the advent of generative pages, we will be able to pick and choose what information we want in a page using natural language. Now, basically, in the background, it creates a React pages in Power Apps and it will also show you the steps or the plan which the AI has thought for creating that specific page. Now, it uses vibe coding to build pages in Power Apps. Now, if you don't know what a vibe coding is, so vibe coding is a software development approach that basically utilizes a large language model to generate and refine the code based on natural language prompts. It is popularized by Andrej Karpathy, AI assisted software development style, you can call it that way. User can type in whatever code they want in a plain natural language and AI handles the complete actual coding process. It is basically democratizing and making software development more accessible. Now, developer evaluates the result and then ask LLM for improvements as well. So it is not just that you give instruction at the start and then it will give you an output. You can refine the output which has been provided by AI, and then you can start asking AI for some more information and then start making your application more stable. Now, let me go back to the slide. Yeah, so app agent basically builds the page for you. It will create a React page in Microsoft Power Apps. App agent provides the agent's thought and summary post completion of actions. Now you can view the code and you can also undo the action which has been created by AI. This is how the option will look like in model driven app. Add page, describe a page. It's in preview. You click on describe a page and then you can start describing using a prompt. Now let's read the prompt over here. This is design a vertically scrollable checklist interface for task record using a clean, flat layout. Each task should be a row with a left aligned checkbox, subject in bold, and right aligned, due date and priority. Use neutral tones for background and soft color tags for priority. So in this example, I'm creating a task list which is in the form of a checklist. It is left aligned, subject is in bold. So as you see over here, these are like keywords, right? Subject in bold. I want a vertically scrollable checklist, clean flat layout, left aligned checkbox, due date and priority as a column for selection, and a color tag. So if you see the color tag for priority, like red high, gray for low, red for high, gray for low, and completed task should show a strike through and reduced opacity. Clicking a task opens the task record in a new window using whatever is the convention. So in model driven app, we use something called as page type equal to entity record and etn equal to entity name, and id is record id where entity name is the task and id is. So you're specifying the table name and you're specifying the related record id. So if you give all this information and specify that, hey, I want to operate on this particular table, it will go ahead and generate that page for you. It will start working on it, and then on the left hand side it has something called as an app agent which will build the application. It will also give you the plan. It will tell you these are the set of requirements, this is the main goal, this is what I'm going to do on the visual side, this is what I'm going to do from a functionality perspective, and this is the summary. So let's see it in action. So let me go into make.powerapps.com. So I'm in make.preview.powerapps.com. I have an environment specifically created for USA location and it has got all the early release capability. Now, first thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to solutions and let me first create a solution over here. So let me start from scratch. Let me create a new solution and then I'll call it as wipe solution. I'll select a publisher, click on create. Now, once the solution is created, I will go ahead and create a model driven app. So, in order to create a model driven app, you have multiple options to create. I'll go ahead and click on new app, model driven app, and it will open the interface for the model driven app. Now, I can name the model driven app. I'll call it as Vibe Example. Click on create. Now, in model driven app, I have an option to create a page which will host the table form, table view, dashboard, custom page, and many other component. So if in a regular way, you can go ahead and click on add page, and then you have an option to select the dataverse table. You can have a navigation link, custom page, dashboard, web resource. But the thing which I'm more interested is in describe a page. So I'll go ahead and pick this option, describe the page. Now here in describe the page, it will first initialize the control, and then it will ask you for various options. So first, it has got a prompt, it has got a data interface over here. I can attach that data into the prompt and ask for a specific information. Now I can say create a page like Kanban board. Create a page like Kanban board for, and I can specify the data. So I'll click on add data, and I have an option to attach image or add a table. I'll click on add table, and it says app contains no table. Let me type in the table name. So let me pick up contact. So I'm just typing contact. I'll pick up contact, and I can provide more information as well in the prompt, and then it will start evaluating. Now let me remove this prompt over here, and let me pick up whatever is available out of the box. So let me pick up a build a gallery page for accounts. So I'll pick up build a gallery page for accounts. It says build a page showing account record as a gallery of cards using modern look and feel. All cards should have fixed size. Make each card clickable, and then target URL should be this way. And this is selecting that account table. Once I'm okay with this, I'll just click on generate. Now it will start generating a page for you. Agent thoughts, as you see over here. Agent has thought about it, requirements, assumptions, major functions, layout, styling, and theming, final verification, and then here on the left hand side, here you will see the agent process. It will start generating the React code. As you see, it is generating the React code. I have an option to stop generating. I can click over here or just press escape. It is generating all the HTML code component. And now app agent has triggered, and it has created a page for me. If I just scroll over here, this was my prompt. This is the app agent, and app agent has given a thought for our prompt, and it has said that, oh, the goal is to create a gallery page displaying account record as clickable cards. Cards show account name in this format. Now I can say I don't want, say, website URL. I can go ahead and remove from here. Okay. Or I can just say I want a card style but within a different format. I have a gallery with the scrollable fills, and the click action will perform click using some query string. Data source, then about the assumptions, no actions beside clicking on open the record. Card should be responsive for different screen sizes, so it has done that responsiveness automatically. And the major function what the card performs. So it has given us a plan, it has given us a layout, styling, and theming, and then final verification. All imports are supported from libraries. Card click always opens correct windows. All utility and subcomponents are included, and all code is valid TypeScript. If you go into the summary, it says built. So this is after action. Once the agent, the app agent has built this, it says, okay, built a modern responsive gallery page. Each card displays so and so information. Clicking a card does this activity. Gallery is scrollable and gives you all this information. And finally, it will say your page is now generated. Now, I have an option to undo. I'll say, no, I didn't want this. I can click on undo. Or if I'm okay with it, let me name this page. Now, this page is basically gallery of accounts. So let me go ahead and click over here, and I will say gallery of account. I can pick a default icon over here, or maybe I can select a web resource. So I can go ahead and select a web resource. So if I want some nice looking icon, so let me pick up this icon. And now this is all done. I'll click on save. Now this page is of type URL. Name is gallery of account. This page has been created automatically. Now if I want to see the code, I can go ahead and see the code. This is basically a React component. So as you see, this is a React component. Now you cannot basically edit a code. It says cannot edit in read only editor, but it has done a nice job of creating that React page. I'll go ahead and publish this. Now let it publish. Let me go ahead and uh, go to Power Apps and go to the US environment, and let me show you the solution. We have, remember when we started this exercise, we created a solution. So let me go into Girish USA, click on solution. We have created a solution named as wipe solution. Now we have published the Power Apps, and here as you see in the solution we have model driven app, we have the sitemap. Let me go ahead and play this application. And now it has given me this particular model driven app. Now I have an option to make it look more modern. Now as you see, this is a classic menu bar, classic left menu, classic top menu. Now I have an option to go ahead and click on settings, and then from here I can go into features and I can turn on and off various features. So I have option to perform various things over here: enable offline classic, enable timeline highlights, header and navigation refresh. Now this is important. If I just turn it on and click on save, and I'll click on publish. So what happens with this new navigation header refresh is it will completely change the look and feel of your model driven app. Now as you see, this has got a ribbon, a header. It has got a left menu, and the left menu has got like this is like a classic model driven app interface. Now let me publish it as again, but I have already created a sample app. So let me show you that sample app which I've created. Now if you see the sample app which I've created, this is the sample app which I've created like an hour ago. Now this is a model driven app, but if you compare this with the classic model driven app, it has got a header with the dark color. See the left menu, and here this menu is completely becoming seamless with the application. Now this is the same example which I used, which was available out of the box. If I minimize this, this is how the app will look like, and this is the responsiveness feature of this particular app. So it is pretty much responsive. Let me show you another application, another page which I have created. So this is a user grid. So this is how the user grid will look like. Then there is a contact directory. So this is how the contact directory will look like. And this is all out of the box prompt which I have used. So I haven't written my own prompt, but these are the different ways through which you can create a prompt. But remember the prompt which we analyzed initially, it said that you need to create a checklist. The bold should be the item. Any item which is completed should be grayed out and should have a strike through, and a capsule tag for the priority, and a date component. So these all things are now part of a model driven app. Now this is a completely different interface to the classic model driven app. So see the changes. You see the header part. Header is more compressed now. You're getting more real estate, and even the left menu is basically kind of a roomy, and it has got a like a nice user experience. So if I just do a full screen of this, this is how the app will look like, and you have an option to navigate to the other component, like if you want to create a new record by the quick view, or you search, or you want to filter out on various tables or select a table to search, the notifications, the settings, and then the Copilot icon. So that's it, folks. This is how you can basically use wipe coding to generate a Power Apps pages for a model driven app. Now, I've just given you one, shown you one example, but then you can go ahead, click on add a page, and then you can pick and choose another example like building a contact directory layout. So I'll click on that. It will give me the prompt of that. If I remove the details, I go into the another. It says build a checklist view for task. This is the one which I was talking about. So I've made use of that. And if you do not want that, let's pick up another option. So this is all about creating a tile-based layout to display user record. So in summary, you can generate a page in a model-driven app. The page generation process will be done by an agent. Agent will provide you the thoughts and summary, and once it is done, it will also show you the code which has been generated, and you can further refine the prompt, and you can pick and choose whatever option you want, and then finally come up with a page. Once you are happy with the page, you can just go ahead and save and publish it. Remember, you can also update the page name, you can also update the page icon, and also you can control the basic interface for your model driven app. Thanks for watching.